Hello students. First of all, many congratulations to all those who have done very well in the JEE mains examinations, and those of you who do not feel that their scores are up to their expectations. I wish you luck that you'll perform very good in the upcoming exam, and don't get disheartened because you have got chance and you have got all your skills, right? So don't get disheartened. It happens sometimes, but the good thing is you all got chance in JEE mains as well as in JEE advanced. So I hope and I pray that all of you would do very good in the upcoming mains and advanced exams, right? So now coming back to this question here. This question is from Pathfinder, this chapter called oscillations and waves. Although just after reading the question, I got to know that this question had hardly anything to do with the waves. It is rather a question of kinematics. How? So let us see what this question is asking for. This question says that there are two ships that are at a distance 3 kilometer apart, right? So the depth of this sea is 1 kilometer, and there is this rock here at the seabed, right? So velocity of sound in air, in water, and in a rock is also given, and a gun is fired from one particular ship, and you have to determine the minimum time after which the sound of that gun can be heard from the other ship, right? So you want to take the path which takes actually the least time, because the sound wave will be propagating in all possible directions, so it can take all possible paths. Just that you have to determine which path is going to be the shortest, right? So the first case here that is going to be absolutely rejected is going to be in the air, because you can see here that velocity of sound in air is very less compared to in water and in this solid rock, right? So if we want to determine the shortest route, that could be probably this route here in the air, but in this route the velocity is much less, right? We can just parallelly draw another path here that is in between the water, and in the second path the velocity will be much greater, so of course the sound which will take the least time will not go through air, right? So you have to think in terms of the path where it goes through water and solid, because of course it cannot go through just solid, right? It has to come from this sea, come from this one ship, and go through the rock, and maybe again then come back to this second ship here, right? So one of the thing you could think about was the second path that I've shown you. This is having the least distance, but in this case the velocity of sound will be 1.5 kilometer per hour, and if this sound actually reaches to rock and some distance is covered within the rock, then maybe the time will be less, right? So we cannot just outrightly say that this should be the path for the least time, right? So let us first consider a possibility where this sound goes some distance through water and some distance through rock, right? So if I make any of such combination, let's say the sound is going in this direction, then some of the distance will be covered in the rock. Of course we will take the shortest path that will be just parallel to the seabed here and just within the rock, right? And then again it goes to along this path, right? Using the argument of symmetry, I would say that these two lines here must be making same angle with the vertical, right? They must be making same angle, because if the time taken is least, uh, whether the sound is coming from the left ship or the right ship, the path must remain same, right? So these two must be symmetrical, these lines must be symmetrical, right? So just take this general thing here. Let me make the diagram here. So students, this is the path we have taken for this sound, so that it takes the least amount of time. First, it will travel in the water making an angle theta with the vertical line here, and just when it reaches the solid, right? So just parallel to the water surface within this rock, this travels some distance and again it goes symmetrically, making the same angle theta with the vertical, right? So now if we see this one right angle triangle here, in this one right angle triangle, the value of base is 1, this angle is theta. So of course we can write this height here as tan theta, right? So this must be tan theta. Again, we can determine the hypotenuse as well. So that will be equal to sec theta. This will be equal to sec theta because base by hypotenuse is equal to cos theta. So 1 by sec theta will become cos theta, right? So these two distances, this distance and this distance, these two distances are traveled in water. So we have to determine the time. So we will divide by the velocity of sound in water, and this distance, this blue line here is distance traveled within the rock, right? So if I determine the total time, let us say that total time is capital T, that will be equal to, since this line is equal to sec theta, this will also be equal to sec theta, right? So this will be equal to 2 sec theta, 2 sec theta divided by velocity of sound in water, that is 1.5 kilometer per hour, right? Plus the distance traveled in this rock here. So symmetrically this is equal to tan theta, so this must also be equal to tan theta. So this distance here will be equal to, this distance here will be equal to 3 minus 2 tan theta, right? So this is going to be 3 minus 2 tan theta. So 3 minus 2 tan theta divided by velocity of sound in rock, that is 4.5 kilometer, right? So in terms of just one variable, we have determined the value of total time taken. If I take 1 by 4.5 common here, it will become 6 sec theta, 6 sec theta plus 3 minus 2 tan theta, right? And we just have to, use the principles of maxima minima for T minimum. For T minimum, we can say that dt by d theta must be equal to 0. So we'll just differentiate it, and the differentiation comes out to be 6 into sec theta into tan theta minus 2 sec square theta is equal to 0. And from this equation, 1 sec theta gets cancelled. So sin theta will come out to be 1 by 3. Sin theta is equal to 1 by 3. Now let's make a right angle triangle here with one angle as theta. So of course the height by hypotenuse is 1 by 3. So of course this base will become 2 root 2, right? So this T minimum here will be getting that, just substituting the value of sec theta and this tan theta in this equation here. So 6 into sec theta, what will be equal to 1 by 4.5. In the bracket we have 6 into sec theta. Sec theta will be 3 by 2 root 2 plus the second term is 3 minus 2 into tan theta. So 2 into tan theta will become 2 into 1 by 2 root 2, that will become 1 by root 2, right? So let's solve this here. So we'll take 2 root 2 common here, or we can just this will become 3. So 9 by root 2 plus 3. If we just take root 2 as common, so 1 by 4.5 into root 2. So this will become 9 minus 1, 9 minus 1 plus 3 root 2, right? And here the 4.5 value could also be written as 9 by 2. So this could be written as 2 by 9 here. 2 by 9, right? So this term will become 8 plus 3 root 2 if we just multiply it by root 2. So 8 root 2 plus 6. 6 plus 8 root 2 divided by this value 9 here. And frankly, I haven't solved it, but I hope this is coming out to be approximately the answer that I saw in the book. The answer in the book was given as 1.92 second, right? So this must be equal to uh, approximately same, right? I hope so. If I haven't made any calculation mistake, that you can check for yourself. And I believe this question or the solution is correct. Thank you.